Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this is the Foot Clan box set. So this kind of accompanies along if you have Turtles. And when I was at the NECA booth at San Diego Comic Con, I was thinking of maybe just getting the Turtles. But I realized you gotta have the Foot Clan, you gotta have the bad guys too. So it's the same box art. Difference is you have flames underneath, kind of showing chaos in the city, and you have like an 8-bit foot print there, and the word foot, and it kind of just all over the box, as you can see here. And there is that logo for exclusive. Onto the side, it's pretty much the same, and underneath it's the same as the other one. I have to kind of move this around. I don't have a big review space. On the back side, we have this. It looks great. And we have 3 of those soldiers, minions, ninjas, whatever you call them. You have a gray. Oh, that's an orange. Quite nice. And you have a purple one. And you have Shredder. Quite cool. And let's take a quick peek inside. It's one of those windowed box, kind of like the Turtles, held by Velcro. Flip it down. Here we go. So there's a bit of a note there. Tonight I dine on turtle soup. This is quite nice. And just looking at the layout, seems like there's only an extra pair of hands aside from them. So for Shredder, you have the closed fist, and you have the hands to hold the weapons. He has a ninja star and 2 swords. I'm not sure if he's using both swords or just one. Could be. And then we have the Foot Clan here. They have a variety of weapons. And for the hands, all of them have closed fists. And there is a spare hand for each one to hold the weapon. So not much variety as we've seen with the Turtles, but they have closed fists. So weapon-wise, we have the gun here. Seems to be a barrel here. Sorry, the gun is over here. A barrel, a dagger. That might be a stick of dynamite, maybe. The spear here. There's a proper term for it, which I can't remember. There's swords. One of them might be for Shredder, or I'm not sure if Shredder uses 2 swords. It's possible. Or he just uses his claws. But yeah, really nice layout. And on to the bottom here, it's the same, I believe, from the first one. Gonna have like the arcade style. And I think that's about it for this. Or a quick look at the box. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so here we go. Let's go start with Shredder. Why not? And actually, from what I can tell, all of them have the same mold for the body, with a few things. Shredder, for instance, has a different chest, just a little bit. You have this shoulder pauldrons. Obviously the head is different, but for the legs, it seems like it's the same mold, but you do have this added shin armor. Yeah, and the feet are pretty much the same. Yeah, and yeah, this is quite interesting. Start with the head here. He doesn't have any eyes, just that black eyes. Fairly decent articulation. I mean, you can move it side to side. That's it. You got the cape here, which is free floating. It's made of that flexible plastic. Like, kind of feels like rubber. Even has still digital camo on, or the 8-bit design on the back. It's pre-molded, and it stays like that, but it's fine. Now, as you can see, the shoulder. I thought you can move it out, kind of like the Turtles. Apparently, you can't. You cannot. It only has that movement of moving forward or moving back. That's it. No, there's no outward movement, unfortunately. I'm not sure why they didn't include that. I don't see any of the hinges. I don't think we can. Even I've checked pictures online, or the ones I've seen, doesn't have that. But anyways, you do have a bicep swivel, which kind of gives you a little bit of the outward movement that we might need. And it's double jointed elbow. It goes not much, a little over 90, maybe 120 degree. Yeah. Then you get your wrist joint. And that's one thing I have noticed here. As you try to move the wrist joint, it does scrape off, unfortunately. Yeah. That sucks. And I think even on the back side, yeah. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's gonna be a lot of paint peeling that cannot be helped, especially if you want to play with this. Yeah. Which, yeah, well, the plastic inside seems to be in that kind of clear cream color. It's not too bad, like right there. That's what's the bare plastic underneath. So it's not too bad. Just hopefully it doesn't start peeling all the way through. So that's that. The spikes are not rubbery, so you're not gonna get poked. Yeah, even the hair on the backside of the arm, soft. So it's good. Then you have your waist here, which you can rotate just below the belt. There we go. You can move this outward. It's kind of like the turtles. You can move them separately. It does have a tie swivel on the top, which is great. I like that. This is flexible. You got a cut there to allow better range of movement. Then for the knee, it's double jointed as well. You gotta separate the knee. That's actually pretty good. A little better than the turtles. It's probably because they have a longer leg here. Then you also have a swivel here. It's kind of interesting right there. Huh. Wonder. Yeah, I was wondering if the forearm has that, but no. So you do have a swivel there, which gives you a bit more range of movement. Then you have this style of connection. I think it might be just a peg going this way. It's an angle, but it does give you a bit of articulation for that ankle. Then you have your toe joint. Yep. You can even point it downward. And that's pretty much the same articulation for all of them. It's the same mold. Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap one of the hands here for shredder. And let's see, where is that hand? Here we go. So again, be careful if you don't want that paint to scrape. Try not to move that joint on the wrist. But, you know, it's not too bad. You got the Ninja Star. I'm not sure if it's for shredder, but why not? So it just goes between the fingers, and there we go. He can throw this at the turtles. Yeah, that's kind of weird to post. Let's go like this. There we go. Bit better. Alright, so let's have him. Actually, I kind of want to go with the sword. Yeah, let's go with the sword while we're at it. So here we go. It goes in there, and let's set down shredder there. Moving on, I got so much paint here from the scraping of the wrist joint. Alright, so I'll take a look at that. This particular soldier here, or ninja. I like that design for the 8-bit, or the camo, digital camo. Nice. Same issue with the wrist. You're gonna have that, but a good thing the plastic underneath is close enough, like that. Same articulation. Again. So for this guy, let's swap out some hands. Start with the left here. There we go. And as you can see there, the paint. Oh boy. But other than that, even for the handle of the weapons, I don't have issues. Just the wrist Yeah, maybe that particular plastic doesn't, the paint doesn't stick on it that well. Then you have a stick of dynamite here. Yep. Or we can go with a knife or a dagger. Actually, this kind of looks like a knife. Yeah, can hold. So we can get this. There we go. It's ready to stab someone. What else we got here? Or the other sword. There's that other sword here. Yep, there we go. And let me, whoops, let him, let's see. Hold on. Now let's take a look at the orange guy. Right here. He has a unique weapon. It's always weird we have that something in front of, like a funnel. I'm not sure if this is to capture the turtles in terms of some kind of sound wave, or there's a net that comes out of that. I don't know. But it looks cool. It's held by two here. There's, I mean, for the hands, it's gonna be just this. There's no trigger finger hand. Will be nice if there is, but this is fine. Despite having limited articulation on the shoulder here, he holds it quite fine without much issue. And as you can see, paint is still there on the blue, which is good. Yeah. Alright, so I was just gonna leave it to that. And lastly, for the purple guy, I thought it was a barrel, but it's a giant sledgehammer. Yep. Likewise, the paint on this seems to be holding. Just do not slide it that much. Actually, it does pop in place, so you're just gonna open the fingers a little bit. Yeah. So he has a giant sledgehammer. Otherwise, there's another weapon which I've kind of mentioned. You have this kind of like a monk's spear. Yeah. So a lot of accessories here. Yeah, definitely. And I think that's pretty much it for this review. See if I can put everyone together in my background, or with my background. Let's try that. Here we go. Managed to put all of them together in my background. This is such an amazing box set, and I'm so glad that I picked it up. I think it's well worth it. Well, given that I paid $100 for each box set at the con, you might be looking at around 150 to 200 out there for the current market. I think even at the 150, I think it's well worth it still. That's actually not too bad for exclusive pricing. Typically, you see double what people pay at the con. So, yeah, if you can get it cheap, even better. But definitely, it's something that worth checking it out. Especially if you played the arcade game, you like turtles. Yeah, this box set, these two box sets are amazing. And I kind of like how the Foot Clans have different colors in them. Maybe just depends on how difficult to beat them for each one, or what weapons they're carrying. Yeah, quite nice. So again, for the Foot Clan, a few things that I didn't like, wish could have done better, are the shoulder. I wish they could have made it so that you can move it outward. But despite that, they give you quite a bit of articulation, you know, with a bicep swivel to compensate with that. You don't really need it. It'll be nice, but as you can see, they can wield the weapons without much problem. Even that rifle or blaster thing that orange guy's holding. Other than that, the wrist. Yeah, I think it's an inherent problem with the wrist paint peeling off right there at the joint. I don't think I've seen it peel off anywhere else. Like for Shredder's hand here, just that joint. But for the rest of the hand, paint seems to be holding well, so not too bad. But if you're gonna be playing with it, that's gonna be an issue. But again, like I said, it's not too bad that the plastic they use underneath is totally different color. It's close enough. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it. If you got questions, let me know. Before I go, I forgot to do a quick measurement for this guy. They're about 6.5. Shredder here is about 6.5 inch tall. They're quite, they're about an inch taller than the turtles. And that's quite tall. Because I believe a typical 6-inch figure, if it's at 6 inch, that's translates to 6 feet on real life. Yeah, I think that's the standard. So at 6.5, Shredder's at 6'5", and you got tall people. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.